please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
Paper.
Hey, Tom Thomas! You're watering plants?
Not only. I'm writing an essay for school.
I don't get it.
I have to write an essay that's called How I Take Care of Nature. Only I have to write what's true, so I'm writing what's true. Watering my plants. Oh! Chusaka. Chusaka, come here, girl. Stop. Don't be scared.
Why did you pick her up?
I want to pet her a little so I can write about how well I take care of animals.
Tom Thomas, I want to take care of nature too.
That sounds good. And what should we be doing?
We could try saving air by not breathing as often.
Awesome idea! Way to go! Saving air. Let's go for it. And ready?
Humans invade nature and destroy more and more of her riches with each passing year. They extract her minerals and oil, cut down her trees, and pollute her air and water. They do all of this to produce food and all sorts of other things. It's a shame that people don't really need all these things that they produce. They often buy something and then just toss it away when it's still almost new. And then there's all the food that humans buy and just throw away. So if you want to help nature, try not to buy anything that you really don't need. And take good care of the things that you do buy. And you can be sure that we Fixies will do everything we can to make your things last as long as possible.
That's it. Now we can write it.
Write this. I also do my duty by saving air. A whole 20 seconds worth. You got it?
What's that noise? Huh. I must have left it running when I needed some water for my plants.
Tom Thomas, I think you should write that you're saving water too. It really matters because there's not enough of it.
Nolik, that's a good idea. Let's add that.
Hi there. What are you guys up to? We're writing about how Tom Thomas protects nature. It's a homework assignment for school.
I've already written how I'm watering the plants, I'm good to living creatures, how I'm saving air and water, and how I'm conserving carrots, too. I never want to eat them, especially in soup.
Not eating your vegetables? No way. Doesn't count.
You sure that?
Mm-hmm. Why did you rip your paper out?
You won't let me say how I'm conserving carrots, right? So I'll have to rewrite it.
You're not taking care of nature.
What? Where'd you get that idea from? That's all I'm doing.
No. When you keep on throwing your paper out, it means you're not taking care of trees out there.
What trees are you talking about?
Didn't you know humans make paper out of trees? Humans make paper by cutting down trees and shredding the pieces into chips. The chips are then placed in water, chemicals are added to the solution, and then it is all mixed together into a mushy, watery substance called pulp. Next, the water is drained from the pulp, and with the help of huge rotating drums, is flattened into thin sheets of paper. So you see, to make new paper, humans have to keep cutting down trees. And you should know this. If every person on the planet would use one less sheet of paper, you know, they'd save 1 million trees all all together.
You sure?
I'm sure. And now that you know about trees and paper, what are you gonna do next?
Hey, you know, I've decided not to write any essay for school.
You what?
I want to help save more trees by using less paper, that's all.
Oh, Tom Thomas, you're my hero.
I almost caught one yesterday. I chased him, but he fled. But if I told my dad, he'd say, it's all inside your head.
You really cannot catch them.
Or find their whereabouts. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
Knots.
Nolik, there are pirates off the starboard side. Battery, fire!
Hey, I'm not a pirate. Why'd you hit me? That's it. I'm tired of playing the wind. Where are my pirates?
This looks great. Can I board your ship?
And what are your skills?
Tons, like protecting the ship and yelling hooray when we win.
And how about good sea knots? Can you tie them?
Ha! Of course I can tie them.
Then tie up our treasure. And make sure it's good and tight.
Pirates, prepare to attack!
I got it. Whoa!
That's done. Good enough.
Hooray!
It's good and tight.
Now can you survive a storm?
Without a doubt. Our treasure! It's sunk into the sea.
That was my mom's necklace we sunk.
I'll pick it all up, don't worry.
No, thank you. We'll manage ourselves. He calls himself a sailor. Go and learn to tie some knots. Try tying 2 ropes into a knot. You think it's easy? A badly tied knot will untie itself before you know it. Here's one way to tie it right. First, cross over the 2 ends like this. Now, to finish the knot, you've got to cross them over again. But not this way. It's got to be in the opposite direction. When it's done, it looks like one loop inside another. This kind of knot is called a square knot. And it won't untie as long as you tie it right. And that's just one of the many kinds of knots a sailor has to learn.
Oh! Okay. I knew I could tie it. Now what else is there to practice on around here?
I found some more of our treasure.
Here's another one.
That's 19, but we're supposed to have 20. I know it because I counted our treasure.
So what happened to the last one?
Well done there. So what else could I tie? Perfect.
I even remember what it looks like. It's a different color. It's a bright red one.
Oh, Mom's gonna notice right away that the red one's gone. I gotta go find it.
Yeah, I think it's on the floor.
Who tied my laces together?
I was just practicing, sorry.
And what else did you tie up to practice your knots?
Not sure you want to know.
You're funny. Let's go untie them.
Don't look at me that way. I'm scared.
She's just staring at her own whiskers, Nolik.
And what have you done to her whiskers?
Well, I tied them with the square knot.
Fire, you're just a blockhead. And why don't you tell us what else you've done?
Well, okay. I tied a decoration on her tail.
That's where it is. We were looking everywhere for that thing.
Fire, go and fix everything you've done.
Chusaka, don't run away.
Don't be scared. We just want to untie the knot.
Sailors have developed all sorts of different knots. Without them, they couldn't control their sails. But we couldn't get by without knots on land either. Mountain climbers use tightly knotted ropes to help them climb and keep them safe. Fishermen tie hooks to their fishing line using special knots. You can't even pitch a camping tent properly without making a knot. When people sew, they tie knots in the thread to hold it in place. And doctors use knots when they stitch and bandage a wound. And a tie wouldn't be a tie if you didn't tie a knot in it. Sneakers won't fall off your feet. And the laces won't drag on the ground if they're tied with a proper knot. But sometimes things can get knotted up by accident. And that's one time when you don't need to know how to tie knots, but how to untie them.
All aboard!
Like that. Now the only thing left to do is tie a knot.
Should I tie it?
Are you sure it won't untie?
You're joking. Why don't you go ask Chusaka if I can tie a knot like a sailor?
But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.